I would want to ask you something.
Ask me.
From hizo shows zenye mmefanya, okay, sio zenye mmefanya, but hiyo ya makutano na machachari, I think we have seen most of the actors, okay, not most, but some of the actors, they didn't pursue the career well afterwards. Kuna wenye haikuenda poa.
Yeah.
But for most of you it went well. Unadhani difference ilikuwa nini, ama what happened hapo katikati that some lost their way?
Yeah.
What
I can say is, first of all, that's it's a universal issue. It just doesn't happen here in Kenya. You can see even in Hollywood it happens with kina Miley Cyrus, nani. Welcome, good people. Welcome to Crafting Stars. And today you're with myself, Makena Kahuha, and the one and only Asu.
AKA nini?
Dayo. So ulikuwa ukitaka nikufungule show.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Niko poa, nashukuru. Been a minute, man.
I know, it's been a minute since nikuone.
Tulionana auditions mara ya mwisho.
Auditions gani?
Tuliona, okay. Endange auditions.
No, tulipatana after auditions.
Lakini ukuenda auditions bado.
Nilikuja, stop lying. Acha propaganda. I audition, guys.
Wale wasendange auditions. Endange audition by the way. Yana pigiwanga simu ni aje
kuna show. Bada acha nikwambie, every time napatananga na watu auditions wanakuangalia, Makena, pia una auditioningi.
Hata ukienda audition, so unaruka line.
Mnadhani mpataje job?
Wewe uruka line bado.
Nikipata mtu najua nitaruka, hiyo sitakudanganya.
Lakini unaange auditions.
I audition all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Let me tell you, the last time nilifanya show enye sija audition, the only thing sija audition inakuanga pro bono. I'm not gonna lie.
Pigiwa ni aje kuna job hapa kama?
Yeah. Niona mabeshte, but everything I've done
since you were a kid,
in the past, let me say, sikumbuki kila kitu, but let me say in the past, since 2019, anywhere you've seen me, I work for that shit.
That's a lie.
It's true. In fact,
but what's any let
me say this. There's
take your time.
I'm a chatting bakisha. So there's one thing that I've been doing, nimekuwa nikiitisha producers my audition tapes because I want to post them online.
Watu
waone and just to encourage people, because auditions suck, you know that.
Mbaya.
Me, I've sucked at every audition, honestly.
And you've gone kwa mingi sana.
Na ni mob sana. Na mingi pia sipati, like ukiniona kwa show 5 nime audition show 15. That's what people don't see. Yeah, so I've been asking producers for my audition tapes so that now I can put a side by side the scene I auditioned for and the actual scene.
For Zuri.
Yeah.
Zuri. Zuri. But anyways, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, tunafurahia. Ni sisi ndo. Sisi na viewers mnafurahia. So, let's dive into it like straight away. Mi yangu kwanza mimi juu sasa.
Yeah.
Ini nilikuwa kuona nikiwa mtoi. Makutano Junction. How did you learn this role? Na ulikuwa myang nini? How was it?
So Makutano Junction is like the second show I ever did.
The second show?
In life, yeah.
Ya kwanza ilikuwa gani?
It was called Wingula Moto. It was kitambo sana. I barely remember it because I was like in class 1, 2, and 3. Apo katikati. So after that, and I feel like nikamaliza show when I was like in class 3. So when I went to class 4, the Makutano Junction, they had an episode where they needed 2 kids. So obviously, because walikuwa najua watoto wenye washai act or whatever, they called for auditions again.
And you went. Ama ulipigiwa kambi?
No. I remember that audition so well because it's my mom who took me.
Yes.
Sikumbuki ilikuwa wapi, but nakumbuka mamangu ndo alinipeleka hiyo audition.
Shout out to mom.
Hi mom. And this girl plays mother-in-law. Alikuwa kiitwa Ras kwa mother-in-law.
Yeah.
He was there and I remember so well, he was the one who was helping me get my lines.
Shikai.
Yeye ndo alikuwa ananisomea, ananiambia sema hivi, fanya hivi. And yeah, so he was the one helping me actually, because I don't know why my mom was not the one helping me. So my mom was like, I think mamangu alikuwa anaona yeye hata ni judge vizuri.
So acha tuwe fanya.
Yeah, and even he was auditioning for the show as well.
For real?
Yeah. Because at some point I think aliingia kwa hiyo show. So he was helping me, nikapitia lines, nini. Then we went, myself and Andrew Aroy, we got the role as brother and sister. We did the one episode, and then now when they decided to do like a Makutano show, a show from kids from Makutano called Junction Juniors, that's the one I didn't audition for because walichukua tu watoto wenye walikuwa Makutano, because ilikuwa story enye iko based on kids in Makutano, the village, yeah. So they picked kids who had already done episodes there, and now they made the kids show with us. So that is how I landed now the kids show, and that I did that kids show from class 4 till form 1.
4 hadi form 1.
Yeah, I had to homeschool at some point
Because of the show.
Yeah.
And how was it like doing roles hapo your time yote with school and all?
I mean,
time nakumbuka, I think people used to watch Citizen TV sana.
All the time, yeah.
So ilikuwaje? Lakini before homeschool sasa, while you're still in school, how was it like? Hey, this is Makena, tunamwonanga kwa TV every Saturday.
Yeah, so actually, even before I got Makutano, I think people knew me from Wingula Moto. So at some point, nilikuwa tu I think tuseme tu nilikuwa nimezoea because there were some episodes of Wingula Moto that we even shot in my actual school, St. Elizabeth. Thank you so much to my principal back then. I think she passed away. She was called Miss Murunga. She was such a good teacher from St. Elizabeth in Karen. She was so good. Alikuwa ananiacha natoka shule mapema na kuja shule late. Tuna shoot in the school itself. We used the school uniform. Like she was really good. She was really good. So nilikuwa nimezoea kidogo.
Stardom kutoka kwa mtoi.
Don't say it like that. So nilikuwa nimezoea kidogo. So when I went to the new school, that was the problem because in my previous school in St. Elizabeth, guys were already used to me. So now when I went to the new school, now I had to now adjust afresh. Because, kids, abajui ku be demure about it. So yeah, like, loka yako imejaa all the time.
Imejaa nini?
Watu.
Sorry.
Yeah, when you're going for break. But also, not letters. But also the good thing with kids is, wanazoea kitu haraka.
So
so it will be an intense maybe first week, and then after that we're boys, like tushazoeana na hiyo imepita. Nice. So I can say that's a good thing about kids because it doesn't last long. Then yeah, and I think it was quite okay for me because nilikuwa na act na watoto pia. So I can say that's the one thing that I really appreciate because I got to get my childhood as well. Because nilikuwa na act na people my age. So on set, we were just peers. We were having fun. We were always in trouble together. We spoiled things za set pamoja. We got into trouble. Tukasema kwa wazazi.
Inakuwa noma.
Tukajengwa vibare home. Tukaambia when you go to set, behave. Yeah, so, and then also, at some point, like when we were homeschooling together with the kids on set.
So, theater ilikuwa wewe peke yako and the others pia?
No, you see, the thing is, we are all shooting during the school term. Yeah, so, I think there's a time to limit shule sana.
Juu mna shoot.
Yeah, so now it was like, now we just have to homeschool. So we started homeschooling, and then now the exec decided now we just have to shoot during holidays.
Na hii homeschooling, who was catering? Nani alikuwa anasimamia?
Production.
Production?
Yeah.
That was nice.
That was really nice, yeah. Like nikiongea na watoto wa machachara, I feel sorry for them. I don't know if I should say that. Because they went through the ghetto. They went through the shit.
Once they get, I have friends from there, man.
Yeah, but they did go through it. Compared to us, like...
Makutano junction ilikuwa tu inakaa kibombe si kama.
Yeah, like we had a white boss.
Wewe.
Yeah, we had a white boss, so he really did do things by the book. He really did take care of us.
And the shows.
Mentally, emotionally, financially, he took care of us all round. Like, there's nothing we could complain about. The working hours were conducive. We had a chaperone.
Yeah.
Who took care of us. We had playing time, we had studying time, we had everything we needed.
So compared to makutano to machachari,
siwezi sema juu sikuwa huko.
Okay, maybe unajua tu glimpses za vile kulikuwa huko nini.
Siwezi ongea sana.
So unasema kidogo tu.
Sijui.
Tuko na fans wa machachari. Obvious fan wa makutano ni fan wa machachari. Juu machachari walishutia mahali karibu na Mwihoko hapo.
Huko Shuge
hapo mwisho.
I mean, shooting place is not an issue. Like, environment is not. Because you have to shoot where you have to shoot, yeah? But...
Anyway, ni sawa.
Yeah.
But I would want to ask you something.
Ask me.
From hizo shows zenye mmefanya. Okay, sio zenye mmefanya, but hiyo ya makutano na machachari. I think we have seen most of the actors, okay, not most, but some of the actors, they didn't pursue the career well afterwards. Kuna wenye haikuenda poa.
Yeah.
But for most of you, it went well. Unadhani difference ilikuwa nini ama what happened hapo katikati that some lost their way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I can say is, first of all, that's it's a universal issue. It just doesn't happen here in Kenya. You can see even in Hollywood it happens with Kina Miley Cyrus,
Yeah.
Nani. It's a very difficult transition from being a child actor to being an adult actor. And being an artist as an adult already gonna challenges zake. I don't need to mention to you, you know already.
Yeah.
So now you can imagine as a child, you're not equipped. Hujui hii ni nini. When you're getting yourself, you're not even getting yourself into this because no one gets themselves into this apart from one person that I know. But most people wanapelekangwa na wazazi wao. Sindio? So even when you start acting, for you it's fun. For you it's, I love doing this. Mi nataka kufanya hiki tu. Yeah, this is so much fun. But then you don't know the impact, you don't know the repercussions, you don't know. Sindio? And one of the things that happen is, obviously you get money as a child.
Na hiyo dom mlikuwa mnapatiwa ama did it go to the parents or?
Okay, for me I had an account. So so check ilikuwa inaandikwa jina yangu, but obviously it's under my mom's management. You know, siwezi kujatia ati ndo hiyo 150,000 and I'm there, I'm 12 years. In fact, sijui neza nunua nini. I just want a phone, good clothes, I go for a trip. That's all I want. Like, niko best.
Anything unataka.
Nothing. Like, nimepangwa. So, what was it again? So you get money. So obviously your parents might decide to spoil you with a few things. So utajipata you have a better phone than your peers. You have better clothes than your peers. You can go for trips that your peers won't go for. You can do things that your peers can't do. Like, because your parent will decide to maybe gift you and be like, they worked hard, syndrome. And then now the other thing that you don't know will happen is when you go somewhere, kila mtu anakurecognize, kila mtu anakujua. Shule ukuanga tu kawaida, sai
ni blanda, wezi tembea tu.
When ni celeb, when nini. And then, you know, for me, like, even when I started Wingula Moto, I had already been to St. Elizabeth. So I think nilikuwa nimesoma like one term or something. So I was very normal. I was like any other person, you know. In fact, probably there were cooler kids than me, but I don't remember for my life. I can't remember. I can't remember. So, but probably there were, of course, kwa playground kuna kwanga na dynamics za nini. So probably there was that before. And then now when this happened, I'm sure dynamics changed.
But don't you think for those who are veered off at some point, parents pia wako na blame kiasi ya kutake?
No, let me say this, yeah? I am very, 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 very lucky that my mom is in the industry. So my mom knows what to protect me from, what to warn me against, how to guide me, because she's walked this journey before. Other parents, pia wajui, mzazi wa mtu mwingine ni mwalimu, mzazi wa mtu mwingine ni accountant. They don't know what to expect. Yeah. So they don't know how to protect you from what they don't know. Hawajui. So even the parents, they are learning as you go.
Yeah.
Hata our parents wana learn na wewe as you learn. True. In fact, the child might have more insight
than the parent.
Yeah. You understand? So hata hawa wazazi, I can't blame them completely. So one, these kids, they're just kids and they just want to act. But then it comes with fame, it comes with money, it comes with opportunity, it comes with privilege. And then hizi vitu zote, hakuna mtu mwenye nao anakukalisha chini anakuambia hizi vitu zote zitakam, so zikikam, this is how you handle it. No. You see, even for me, mamangu akunikalisha chini akaniambia so tutafanya hivi, jo hivi na hivi. Alikuwa tu ananiambia this is the direction. But she's not explaining to me why, because at that time I can't understand. But eventually when I became a teenager, she gave me reason. She was like, utafanya hii, juu ya hii na hii, utafanya hii, juu ya hii na hii na hii na hii. And at some point nilikuwa na feeling kama ananikazia. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like she's being a party pooper. But right now, I couldn't thank her anymore. Like, I'm so grateful that I had my mom, because truly ningepotelea tu. Ningepotelea. So I can say the industry itself doesn't groom these kids right. The production pia wakishamalizana nawe they're done. They're done. And also by the way pia wao hakuna mtu anawapatia doa kukufuatilia. So it's like it's very like tunafanya shit kijua kali.
So do you believe royalties zinaweza tusaidia sisi in case siku moja zikam?
I hope so.
But zitatusaidia obviously.
Obviously itakusaidia if they come and they come na like vile inafaa itakusaidia.
But do you unaona ikikam anytime soon?
Kama itawaifika, I don't think it's us who are gonna enjoy it.
True.
Yeah.
Nyonyana kama hapo mbele. Nice. So that was uko na story na Makutano Junction. So afterwards I think you got a show where most people came to see Makena well. Okay, as much as maybe you have done different projects hapa katikati, kuna moja ilikam, but before that, after Makutano Junction, did you do anything else afterwards?
Yes, I did. After Makutano Junction, actually just before it ended, I did a short film called Burnt Forest. It was a really nice short film by Zipi Kimundu. I got a Kalasha nomination, and I was only 13. Imagine. I didn't win though, but I'm very proud of that moment.
Yeah.
So I did that short film as a lead. It was called Burnt Forest. It was about post-election violence. And I did it with Charlie Karumi. He was my boyfriend in the show. Very supportive. I had my first kiss on that film. I cried.
After the kiss?
Before.
Why?
In fact, I turn shock. It was a peck on the cheek.
Peck? Unalia?
Nililia hadi watu wakafukuzwa set.
Unalia juu umepekiwa?
Yeah, I was 13.
I
was 13, yeah. Like, they even called my mom. And my mom was like, do you want to do it? Or do you want me to tell them you don't want to do it?
Then he said?
I was like, I'll do it. Because it was on the cheek. I was just, I don't know, I was feeling shy, scared. Yeah. So.
But now you can do it.
Well. So I did that.
Yeah.
And then, just before I turned 18, I did another show with Munga Mbaya. We also, tulikuwa tunact na yeye Makutano. He's Baha's brother. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
So
He's an artist.
Yeah, he is. He's an actor and a rapper as well.
Rapper, yeah.
So we did the show with him. He was my brother in the show. It was called Oyo ne mwale huo. Translation is this your daughter? Ilikuwa about story ya some kids who had gone to F2. Walipatikana walikuwa wameenda jam session, but these kids really just wanted to compete, kuimba na nini, then wakashikwa, wakafungwa, wazazi wakakuja, kuna mzazi aliruka mtoto wake hapo, like they made a big deal out of it, like nimekukana, disown. Yeah, and I'm like, this kid, they did the wrong thing, but the intention was right. So what you can do is, instead of disown, like guide them to the right. You know, you can tell them, "Kontaka compete kuimba, tuanza competition za church. Tuanze na za church kwanza." Ndio.
Hadi ukwemdate.
Ukishamaliza shule, ukishatoka za church, sasa tunaweza proceed. Yeah, instead of now telling your child, "Oh, you know." So that was the show. It was a short film as well. I think it was in 2015. Yeah. And then my mom was like, "Sasa ni mwisho, sasa maliza shule." So I continued with school. And then I finished school on a Monday. On Friday, nilikuwa nimeenda
umaliza shule Monday, Friday ukapata gig.
Nikaenda Heartstrings. So my mom used to do plays with Heartstrings for a very long time, since I think 2010. So nikiwa primary nilikuwa naendanga watch plays za mama yangu wakiwa na kina Olwenya, kina Ndenga, Alunzi, like kina Triza. There were so many people, like kina Victor Bear, Sami Mwangi. They were doing EO production for a very long time. So I grew up watching them and I used to love it. I used to love it so much. So vile nilimaliza shule Monday, my mom was like, "You know what? Mi usiwahi niomba pesa." Enda literally, that's
an evil.
Yeah, that's the last time. In fact, the last time my mom ever gave me money was before nitoke shule. On Monday, she was like, "Yeah, mi usiwahi niomba pesa ya kiatu, go there."
Fanya please.
Yeah, and then vile nililipwa pesa yangu ya kwanza nikaiskwanda, nikaimaliza haraka very fast. Because I have parents, kwani.
When responsibility
I have parents. What do you mean? I have parents, my nigga. So I went and then I told my mom, yeah, I need 500. Mama yangu kaniambia, "Ile pesa ulilipwa 1 week ago." Nikamwambia, but unajua sasa, let me tell you, yeah, nililipwa nikaenda Nakuru. Okay?
Umepewa dola na Nax?
Yeah. I'm going to live large. Excuse me.
Okay, you have parents.
I'm going to live large. Antu Nakuru, my nigga. Niko nenda kuambia mwili pole. So antu Nakuru over there.
Ndio shule, sure.
Yeah. I came back to Nairobi without a dime.
Oh my God.
But you know, life is good because why? I have parents. So I told my mom, "Yeah, mom, so I need 500. I don't know whatever for. Nilikuwa naitisha. Mamangu kaniambia, "So uko na pesa? Uko umelipwa?"
Imeisha.
Kaambia imeisha. Kaniambia, "Asa ina shida. Because you're my baby girl. I love you so much." Nakupatia 500. But ukilipwa,
irudi.
I want it here and now.
Sababu ukaanza kufanya play.
I was like, "Are you for real?" She was like, "Yeah."
But mom.
Yeah. Yes.
Pesa yangu naitaka hapa.
Yeah. But
Ulirudisha?
anyway, sikurudisha. What do you mean? Anarudishanga. But anyway, thank God for dads. My dad was my ninja,
so ukiskwanda unapata.
I just go there. But I mean, thank God for my mom as well. So there was that balance.
Okay, me personally, I've ever done plays while in high school. Sijafanya inje after high school. So I wanted to ask, what do you feel about plays and like films, sasa? The difference nini?
So, like I said, I grew up watching plays from Heartstrings, to be specific. So I used to love them so much. I used to feel like these guys are such good actors. They used to make me laugh so much. And I was like, wow.
And you were there, like watching them.
Yeah, and I was watching them. And the thing is, I was not just watching them do the plays. I was watching them rehearse. So at the back of my mind, I knew it takes a lot of time and effort to do that, yeah? But sasa vile nilikuja kwa ground, first of all, nilikuwa na feel ni kama mna overact, like mnatumia
mnachachisha
mnatumia energy like sim act to sim kwa demure, you know. That's how I was feeling, but then I remember watching them, I was enjoying it. But me nikiambia nifanye na feel you're asking too much from me, like mnataka ni use my whole body, na mimi najua tu kutumia macho na sauti, you know. So I struggled with that. I really struggled with that. Hata sauti sikuwa na project vile nafaa. We fought so much with Dennis Ndenga. We fought so much.
Hey Dennis, hey.
Huyo alinililisha sana, but honestly I couldn't have asked for a better director. I could not have asked for a better director. Like hakunibembeleza.
Lazima tufanye.
Because at the end of the day, nani anakubembeleza ufanye kazi? Like who's begging you to be good? Who's begging you to be good at what you're doing? Who has time for that? Asu unajua.
Hakuna, lazima tu upige job.
Like just do it. And you know, for him at least, obviously it comes from, and I know that he used so much effort and he was so harsh on me because he knew I have it in me. There's some people that I've seen him train other people and he won't use half the energy he used on me. But he knew that I have it in me. He knew ni ufala tu niko nayo and I need to.
Do you think that has crafted you to a better?
Oh, yes it has. Yes, it has. Heartstrings, Crony, NYS of acting.
You are one of the people.
Jeshi ya acting ni hiyo.
Sasa hivi ulie. Wewe unajua una need kitu yote kwa set ufanye kulia. Wewe unazalia tu sasa hivi.
Nataka
usilie.
Salia. Yeah, but kama unahitaji kwa pilipili kwa macho, nataka kuambia sasa hivi wewe si actor.
Inafaa tu ulie.
Na kama uwezi toa machozi, lia na your face, your emotion, lia too, but
weka.
No, like you don't have to cry tears so that I see you're crying. Like there's other ways you can cry.
Hey.
Yeah, like unajua unaweza kuwa sad but uli, but unachikika ukiona news unaona mzae hali, but you can feel his pain. Kwanza when I was watching that shisha shushusha hiyo, we must go wewe.
We.
Yeah, I was watching those wazee na you feel the pain na hata kama atoi machozi you can feel for them, yeah. So that's what unajua.
Yeah, so imefanya kwa better obviously. So after that, so plays bado unafanya hadi leo?
Of course, I will never stop doing plays. I will never leave theater.
Itabidi nimekuja tufanye play.
Yeah, please come. You know, even kina Denzel, when they're not doing films, they're in Broadway.
Yeah.
They're practicing. They're doing plays. He directs plays. Umewatch Fences?
No.
And watch Fences. Iko Netflix kabla waitoe.
Kwani iko na nini?
Si itatoka ni play. Enye Denzel na Viola Davis walifanya
on it.
Yeah, they actually, I hope hawataitoa cause wako karibu kuitoa.
Not leo.
I hope we ipate. Yeah, so it's a play and then they made it into a film. Fences, very good play. Denzel is the main character, but he directed it as well. Viola Davis won an Oscar for her performance in Fences.
Yeah. So
yeah, mi napenda theater sana. It was tough for me. It took a lot for me to love it. Sitadanganya, nilikuwa na feel tu sana nisumbua, hata sijui nilikuwa narudi kwa nini, but I kept going back. Honestly, I don't know why, but nilikuwa tu na feel like kwanza uko unajijengea script, unajijengea lines, uko unafightia airtime on stage.
Oe, lazima tu upande uende.
It's like may the best man win. Yeah. Like uko unaambiwa sema lines thao mbaya, tutakuchagulia 10 poa. Usiogope kusema, ziseme zote mbaya, tutazijenga, usiogope. So ni place ukienda. And it's one thing that Polo Gola also taught me, and he was telling me about, if you want to be a good actor, you have to be like a child. Lazima uweke aibu chini. Uweke aibu tu chini na ukwe kama mtoi. Unaona vile mtoi akikuja hapo mwambie niseme poem, hata atafikiria ati who's in the room.
Ngoja, umeifanya poem mahali?
Yeah.
Ilikuwa wapi?
I don't not alone, like in a group though.
Ngoja, I think I've seen you perform somewhere.
In school?
While in school, yeah.
In drama festival, music festivals.
Still young, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do music festivals.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So like I was saying, like a child, ukimwambia niseme poem, hata angalia who's here, who's doing this and this and this, they get right into it. It's like I thought you'd never ask, yeah.
Hata juu kuna kamera ama
like wewe nikikwambia nifanyie hiyo best monologue utakuwa acha hizo bana, acha cheza chini, tata square ready. But kids don't have that, yeah. So but to be a good actor lazima utoe hiyo kitu. And I think it's something na learn pole pole. It's so embarrassing. Iko na aibu mob sana. Iko na aibu mob sana, but like you have to get there.
Basi lakini theater inafanya sai kamera hata ikushtui, I guess.
Yeah, because there's actual people. Ukipanda unapanda na watu wako hapo.
Don't some people feel intimidated by you mkiwa kwa set ya film tu sasa kawaida juu wewe ushazoea unakia msee macho hivi anashanga.
Yeah, some people do that and I find it so annoying. I understand it, but I find it so annoying. But niko like, there's something to learn from everyone, yeah? Na ningekuwa guji sana, si ningekuwa Hollywood na Oscar zangu, ningekuwa ngatu niko mali kwa beach na ngojenga kuitiwa tu job ndio natoka retirement.
Leo unakaa
ka John Wick niko I'm back, you know. So like yeah.
Lakini audhani you've done so many characters that zime portray that side of you. So
what side of me?
You being so intimidating. Like I think most people, I think when you meet new people wanaonanganika mtu anaweza dhani wewe ni unaweza katata kuongea na msee.
Yeah, like
amekuona kwa vitu.
I'm in a new set right now, and it's like 1600 people auditioned for that show. And then we got the show, blah, blah, blah. So we were picked, I think we were like 12 people, if I'm not wrong. Like 12 young people. And there's, kwa hao 12 people, kuna watu wenye wamekuwa act since forever, like me. Kuna watu wenye wamefanya show moja peke yake. Na kuna watu hawajai act.
Kabisa, yeah.
Like, at all, ever. And there's some guys who have done plays, but they've not done film, because to be honest, it was a very fair and just process, if you ask me.
It's true.
So kuko na watu wengi sana. So in the beginning, you could feel like, for some people, they won't say it, but they'll act as if I'm better than them. But the truth is, probably they're even better than me. Because me, I've been working for so long for me to be able to get this big show. But them, they're new. In their first try, in their first thingy, wamepata. I'm like, so then you need to clap for yourself. You need to be like, mimi ule msee. Yeah?
Mimi ule msee. So do you believe it all comes down to confidence to some extent?
I believe it does. I believe it does. It's a combination of very many things. Obviously, talent, your work ethic, but pia kujiaminia is just
lazima tu
you just have to believe in yourself. You just have to jumna compete na wasee wengi. This is like rap. Ni like hata kama unajua wewe si the shit, lazima useme lazima useme na utusi kwanza rapa mnoma ndio beef na wewe
sio utusi calligraph hata msiajulikani ojiwe ni bure,
because that's the thing Jota calligraph and he was nothing, alikuwa amejiaminia, alikuwa anasema yeye ajui mtu mnoma kumshinda.
By the hakuna nadi wa leo wewe usema hivi.
Yes, so that's the thing.
Sasa iko anasema Afrika hakuna msemdeli kumshinda
na hakuna no wezi convince wezi mshow and you can see what he's doing. Unaona mali anaishi anaendesha nini kwa nyumba. Tell me which meek person nionyesha wewe na hiyo ya manza cha kazi yangu itajiongelea nani huyo. Show me one meek person who's living like calligraph.
Hakuna.
No one.
There is none.
Lazima tu, you just have to have it in you. And even I was that kind of person. Mwenye nilikuwa zile za kazi yangu itajiongelea nini I won't.
Nikopoa nini.
Yeah.
Oh. Crazy.
Utabaki ukijua. Inaweza kuwa ni facts.
But
utajua wewe peke yako.
Usijipush.
Yeah, wewe na mabesha yako ndo utajua wewe ni mnoma. Just you.
True.
Yeah. And that's not what you want. And the thing is, the work of an artist is only complete when it meets the eye of an audience. So atakawe ni mnomaji, kazi yako kama ijonekana na audience, it's not complete.
That's true.
So who are you doing it for?
Hii industry ni crazy. But anyways, so kuna time sasa when it comes to TV shows, Maisha Magic imekaa ika explode by watu wakaanza kuiwatch.
Yeah.
So kukakaa mashow kadhaa, and that's where we meet Zuri.
Yeah.
Hi Zuri.
Hi Dayo.
Wow, ni tell stuff.
Sijusai hata nyinyi mko repeat kwa nini kwa Maisha Magic.
Hi Zuri. So Zuri, how did Zuri come to life, and how was it? How was the show? How was the casting? How was the project itself?
So, by the time I was auditioning for Kena, I had been doing stage plays for a minute, yeah? So I remember very well actually nikitoka hiyo audition. Nilitoka audition kana nimechelewa nikapanda bike mbio mpaka tao rehearsals.
Wow.
I was still rehearsing with heartstrings. Yeah, I was still working with heartstrings na auditions ilikuwa pale FS. So I remember very well, I finished, blah blah blah. Went. Then when I got the call, they're like, oh, you've gotten the audition. And nilikuwa nimetumia audition na watu kadhaa. So it was an open audition. It was an open audition. So
ulitumiwa tu ukasema acha niende.
Yes, nilitumiwa na watu wawili.
Nice.
Yes, nilitumiwa na mamangu. No, first someone else sent it to me, but then I saw it's an open audition, nikachoka.
Choko unajua itakuwa imejaa.
Itakuwa imejaa watu wengi. Yeah, so nikapata. Then my mom sent it to me. And like when my mom sends me something, I have to take it seriously. Yeah. So my mom sent it to me and I was like, I guess now I have to go. Yeah. So nikajitayarisha, and then I went on the last day of audition. I think it was a 3-day audition. So I went on the last day. Kufika huko, like I told you, nikipatana na mtu mwenye najua ndaruka hiyo line. So gate iko imefunguka. Then I saw a guy I know inside there. Hii line ilikuwa, the line
ilikuwa imetoka nje?
Ilikuwa imetoka nje ya gate. The line was like 400 meters long.
Oh my days.
That line was so long. It was so long.
I'm sure kuna mtu wako audition aliambiwa rudi kesho.
Obviously, mimi niliangalia tu hiyo line nikasema manze mimi niko na rehearsals. Nachelewa. And I didn't know this guy's production. Sikuwa wasikia, sikuwa wajua. I had not seen them ever. So hakuna mtu ningepigia huko ndani niwaambie nasikia ni open audition. So nikaenda nikaangalia line again kujijaza. Nikatembea tu. Pita. Napita tu hawa nijui. Nikaenda mbele leo I saw a guy uko ndani. Nikajifanya excuse Godi ebu nikaingia kwa mlango.
Leo umepita umeenda huko mbele.
Nikaingia kwa mlango, nikasema hapa stoki. Nikakwama. So when the guy was inside, vile alitoka hivi. Siku ngoja waite number next.
Ulikuwa na script already kwa?
Nilikuwa nishapewa script.
So uko sawa.
Sasa si nimefika nimeona vile line refu, kwanza ukiingia tu unaona line refu but unajiandikisha alafu unapewa script. So nikashika hizo lines, nikashika nikiwa tu hapo niko like ila mimi siwezi pangana, niko na rehearsals. So nikajifanya mwenye alikuwa ndani vile alitoka
hapo.
Sikula kusikia. Nilikuwa like kama mnanitoa mnitoe nikiwa mbele ya kamera.
Na ujo isitolewa.
Mkuje mnibebe juju. Because I was so late and I had to audition. I just had to get over and done with it. Nitoka hivi nikaingia straight. Kaka introduced myself, did the thing, audition. They told me, oh, that's nice. And then the funny thing is I auditioned for the role of a guy.
Yeah?
Yes, because it's an adaptation from essay.
Yeah.
Now my role in essay was a guy, but they couldn't do it here in Kenya because the guy was LMNOP.
To explain your name.
Rainbow. So like unajua kwa Kenyan TVs you can't do that.
No man.
Yeah, so no, my role in Kenya lazima ingekuwa changed to a female so that ndio sasa the other partner baki kwa boy na vitu zingine zikuwe consistent in the show, but not my character. So I auditioned for a boy's character.
So Zuri was a guy.
It was a guy. So I auditioned. I think after a week nikapigiwa, nikaambiwa I've gotten the role. Good riddance. So now I had to stop doing plays. Juu unajua first month of production vile inakuanga so taxing. Nini it's 6 to 6. Rehearsals ni like saa 8 huko. So yeah, nikafanya kina for 2019 to 2020. 2021. I think the next time nilirudi kufanya play ilikuwa 2022.
After kina.
Hata kina iko imeisha, but my schedule had become more flexible. So I could do stage plays. But kina was such a good experience. If I do say so myself, it was such a good experience. It was a challenging experience as well. Ilikuwa I'm so glad I did the show. I'm glad I did it at the time that I did, because I met so many amazing people. I met who are friends of mine till today. Kina Sana, Bruce, Basil, Naomi, and the crew. I love them so much.
Charlie.
You know,
Yeah.
we did such a, like, we created such a bond. We became such a family, because you can imagine shooting for 4 years.
Yeah.
Almost every day,
These
like
people.
atujaenda break. The longest break tuchaenda ni ya 3 weeks. Nailjokuwa jua COVID. Nikakwa COVID aishi, come back.
We need to set.
After that we never had a 2 weeks break. Like the longest break we ever had after that I think was like 10 days.
Eesh.
So every other day muna break. 23rd of December msharudi 4th of January. You only have holidays and Sundays to yourselves, but it's every
The
day.
day of
Yeah,
evil.
like 6 ushaonana na hawa say to 6 p.m. again. Like
Wazoea tu.
yeah,
Au ndo family.
we became such a closely knit family. We created such a good bond. Oh, Jimmy Gathu, my dad, love him to death. So like, you know, it was a good experience. It was also very challenging, not gonna lie. Very, very challenging.
Some of the challenges.
Do I regret it? No. I'm glad that I did it.
Yeah.
Do I wish to do another long-term project like that again? For now, my answer is a big fat no.
Why? But there's money.
That's the thing, yeah? Kukua kwa such a project, it's very good,
Yeah,
because
sustainable, but
you're one of the luckiest actors in Kenya.
I swear.
Ukikuwa kwa show kama hiyo, and I don't think, like, apart from Sisi na Selena, I don't think kuna watu wengine wali enjoy such benefits, because every other show that has come after Kina haija last more than 2 years.
Shorter.
It's 2 years out, 2 years out, 2 years out, but
Na ikui renewed.
I quit renewed. But for us and Selena, we did this thing for like 4-5 years, and it was so good because obviously there was money.
Yeah.
First season, second season, maybe not, but as you progress, pesa inaenda ikikuwa fiti, you get more comfortable, nini. So at least unajua, I don't have to look for an audition. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to do this. Like, we were one of the people who were covered during COVID, manzi.
For real?
Like, we started acting in 2019, August. 2019,
so
just
COVID,
before
like
COVID.
too.
Just before COVID. Manze COVID ikifika, we had jobs.
Wow.
Like, we had jobs through and through. Throughout 2020,
Hadi ikaisha.
hadi COVID ikaenda. 2021, we had jobs. 2022, we had jobs.
And you know, people were glued to the TVs at that time.
At that time, because there's nothing else we're doing.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't thank God enough for that time. Like, it was such a good time. So, one, kitu kina naweza sema ilinifanyia, it gave me financial stability and security.
Yes.
For a good 4 years, which is very rare in this industry. In Kenya and world over, it's very difficult. So for 4 years ukijua uko na kazi, you're sick to
Unajua do yako inakam.
yeah, si kitu you can just take lightly. It's something to be very, very grateful for. Yeah, because unajua kuna wase wenye they came before me and they've never gotten that. And they're better than me. They are like,
And they have been in the industry for
such a long time. Like, these guys have paid their dues, but walikuwa narudi home during COVID. Like, you just sit there and ask yourself, who am I? What have I done to deserve this? Yeah. So I can say financial stability and security was one thing. Two is the people that I met there, cast and crew. There are still people that I could work with. Mpaka leo, they're friends of mine. We became a family. So nimetengeneza friendships that I will carry throughout my life there. The other thing is ilinionesha, it gave me a platform. Because I can say that is where I was able to transition from being a child actor to
an adult.
Yeah, because as much as I've done plays, the theater going people and the culture is not very big in Kenya.
That's true.
And if I have a play at Allianz in Nairobi, Friday through Sunday, there's only so many people who can come. There's only like 14 or 1200 people who can see me during that time and who are in Nairobi. But nikiwa Kina, naonekana ADTZ. Like I have excuse me?
Sorry.
I have very many followers who come from TZ. I have people who text me from TZ.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I have DMs from people in TZ, TikTok, people from TZ.
Zuri tokupenda.
Zuri tokupenda sana ku TZ. You're coming to visit when? Hey. Welcome.
Visit them.
Yeah, so I should actually. I was making plans last year, but things didn't align. Inshallah this year. So anyway, so it gave me a platform. It gave me a very good platform, and I was able to be watched by people.
Gain popularity.
Yeah, I gained popularity. Yeah, it helped me with my socials. I was able to gain followers because of that as well. And then other producers, casting directors were able to see me, so they're able to call me for other jobs because of that.
So go on and auditions.
No, actually, during Kina, I barely. But it's a fact. I barely ever auditioned during Kina. We were so busy.
Where's the audition for any other?
I know that's the disadvantage of being in a long-term project is, ukikuwa hapo, you're glued there. Yeah, and you kind of feel like you owe your allegiance to this production. Nyinyi ndo mmekuwa na mimi for long. Nyinyi ndo mmekuwa mkinilipa. Hizi vitu zote. So now I'm trying to expand my horizons and you guys are not understanding it. But the truth is you get so bored playing one character.
Juu imekuingia hadi kwako wewe mwenyewe, like every day
you get so bored playing the same character. Juu in the beginning it's fun. Juu Zuri alikuwa mpole, then one time ampatana na boy ana cheesy, starts cheating. Kidogo her boyfriend is dead, she's sad. Kidogo she finds another one, she's cheating again. She started doing sijui what, ameanza kukunywa vibaya, ameanza kwenda ghetto kutafuta mabeshto wa ghetto. Now she's hanging out with the DJ. The curve is nice because loa kompole, loa kwa hivi. But then when you do it for 4 years, there's only so much your character can do. And then, okay, sijui kama to blame script writing ama nini, but at the end of the day, there's only so much your character can do. Kama nikulia nimelia, kama nikuwa happy nimekuwa happy, kama nikuwa mtundu nimekuwa mtundu. So I'm like,
Speaking of writing,
and that challenge.
Do you believe like we are doing better in terms of how we write our films, whatever we put on the table as
can I be honest?
Yeah.
I feel like the shows that I've watched recently that are not adaptations.
Yeah.
Acha niseme nimewatch.
Kuwa honest, kuwa tu honest.
Acha niseme kama Mofire. Mimi naweza sema Mofire imenibamba.
Was good.
Mimi naweza sema the script was really good. Like hata ukiangalia loopholes, si ile nyuko ametucheza hapa ama afanye hivi. I feel like that was a story that was truly written, and it was like very sincere, and it was authentic. So hata kama show haiko 100%, the basis, which is the story and the acting, iko A1.
So unaweza sema kuandika scripts sisi tuna get better.
I feel like we are.
Unaona critics wasa wanasema like we always do crime stories, as in ati Kenya kama si story ya wase kuwa wezi, hakuna kitu wengine writers wetu wanaweza fanya.
Okay, and niliona mse akiongea and I was so angry, and I took it so personally. And obviously nilikuwa najisikia tu kuongea Kenya tuongea, but I commented actually in the same video.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I did, and I was like, nikasema, you know what, I will not comment in the negative, I'll comment in the positive. And he said, hana movie zingine nikamplug kwa sci-fi, nikamplug kwa Subterranean, shonye mimi nimefanya.
Yes.
Ndio akwe na variety.
Aone tu kuna vitu different.
Instead of kumongelesha vibaya, haitasaidia anything. Let me just plug him. And I did. And if he's an apt student, na kama hakuwa anatengeneza tu video ndo akwe na kitu ya kusema, niko sure alienda through comments, alipatiwa so many suggestions. And not just him, anyone else who feels the same, go to that video.
Yeah.
Utapata so many suggestions kwa comments. Yeah? So I can say, the thing is, one, ni mi sioni shida hata tukifanya film za crime pekee. Mi sioni makosa.
Bora iko tu cinema inakubali.
Mi kitu ni uongo. Kwani kuna mtu amedanganya? Kuna mtu mwenye anaweza tembea tu utaona simu yake hivi akiwa confident ataibiwa. Kuna mtu?
Hakuna mwenye.
So shida iko.
Hata iko tu hivyo.
Sisi ni kioo cha jamii. What you do is what you show. Like, so mi sioni shida. And then this shows that he's talking about, mtu anaongelelea Nairobi Half-Life.
Ilifanyika so many years ago.
2012. A decade ago. So to count alisema Nairobi Half-Life masterpiece. Hiyo haitawai tutaichoka kuiongelelea na kuiona.
Niliona hata kuna aitistikani alimention hadi Pepeta.
Alimention Pepeta. Alimention Pepeta hawezi. Akasema pia Mofire. Akasema show gani nyingine?
Alitaja mashow hapa
aliongelea pia volume. Yeah, aliongelea volume, and which is good, yeah. But now ini tushasema Nairobi Half-Life 2012, yeah. Pepeta 2022,
10 years
volume 2023, Mofire 2024. This is one crime show per year. Per year. So shida iko wapi hapo? Na ukiangalia vizuri sana, there are so many shows zimefanywa hapa katikati, so many show. Makosa ni yangu, si ndio? Nini inaitwaje? Subterranean. Kina single kiasi, kina foreplay. Kwanza last year Showmax did such a good job. There were so many shows,
yeah.
Kina Anti-Kantai. Obviously pia hiyo iko na some drugs and crime, but they have crime. Haina guns. Iko na guns. Okay, iko na guns.
Moja tu si sana.
Yeah, but si sana, but iko na church, iko na nini, yeah? This faithless. When you mention these things, it's like when you look at other countries, they produce so many films in a year. Sisi shida yetu ni hata hatutoi mashows. Hata hatuna enough money kutoa hizi mashows. Na zenye tunatoa hamtaki kuona. Hamtaki
kwanza kuna kitu ni bo kama mtu anaona show anasema tutumieni link tunaweza ipata YouTube. Show upate YouTube. Show. YouTube ndo ni mangoma man. Na hii podcast yetu.
Yeah, podcast yetu please. Feel free. You know, like but also the thing is, yeah, I also don't blame the audience 100%, because as an industry where we fail is when it comes to marketing. I believe we can do so much better when it comes to marketing. And when you look at it, hizi shows zenye wanasema zimeonwa sana ni juzi lipigiwa debe sana.
Ni ukweli.
So those are the shows that they saw because they were in their faces.
That's true.
Billboard ya Pepeta ilikuwa hapo Thika Road for a minute.
Mbaya.
Ilikuwa for a minute. Subterranean zetu zilipandwa zikashukishwa before I could see myself on the billboard. Yeah.
But then nilingoja sana kuzicheck.
Before I could see myself on a billboard nilikuwa nishashukishwa.
Na ilikuwa?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There was one in Parklands, one on Thika Road, and I think
I saw the one in Parklands.
Yeah, one in Parklands, one on Thika Road, and I think one in Rongai. But ziliwekwa na wakasema don't blink, you'll miss it.
Lazima tu ione ndo hiyo.
Yeah, so the thing is, yeah, volume alipigia debe sana, which was a good job. Pepeta, same thing. Mofire, same thing, yeah. So what I can say is what we are not doing so well is, as an industry, we don't market our shows very well. But shows kama za feel it, zi marketiwa poa.
Sana.
Like zi upigiwa debe, they shout, they do all of these things. So if we up our marketing game,
tutauza shows
maybe just
tuombe
maybe. So mi naweza sema where we are failing you si eti cause shows ziko mob. Kwanza mkienda feel it kukona so many shows, like
sana.
kuna short film over 30, I think, if I'm not wrong. And then then she has this thing where every last Thursday of the month and kuna akona Boma Films pale Amka Cafe ana showcasing short films hadi leo yuko. So she did her first one last month and she's doing her second one today.
Sorry.
And all these short films ziko kwa Feel It. Last Thursday tuliwatch 4. Tuliona Stero, tukona Mawimbi, tukona Midnight Van. We saw I forget the name, but tuliziona leo kukona Boda Love na kukona nini ingine sikumbuki hiyo ingine, but ziko mkienda tu feelit.com you can watch all these shows. There are so many, there are so many ziko hapo, yeah. But atuzipigi debe na tujui mali ya kupata hizi ma shows. So I believe if we improve our marketing game, probably the Kenyan audience will start to watch our shows more, I think. But kwa kutoa shows hapo ziko mingi. You can't say that you lack options because you do have so many options.
Okay, and from the actor's perspective, do you think the film industry is sustainable? Be very honest. Without any other side hustles. So here in Kenya.
If I can be so honest,
Yeah.
I can say the thing is, I have been able to survive on acting and my dad since 2019. But I can say, in acting alone, if I can be very honest, sijai kwa na job ingine. Sijai. Actually, influencing jobs are very few for me. Like, sija concentrate on the online space. So, I'll get moja hapa na pale, but it does not even account for 0.2 of my total earnings.
Yeah.
But then again, the truth is, I am the 0.0001 who can stand and say that. Mimi ni one of the very few who can say that I've been able to do it, yes, but I can't then again be ignorant or untruthful and say that it's very easy, it's very possible. Come on, you can do it. If you get lucky, maybe. But the larger percentage, acting peke yake but in the creative, you can be in the creative
But kwa acting
industry and do as many things in the creative industry as you want and you will survive. But acting alone imetusustain very few of us.
Yeah.
Very
But hopefully one day tutafika tu.
Very, yeah, one day we pray. Yeah.
Hey, ni noma. And there is one thing I'd also like to talk about is I don't know how to say it, but ni kitu imekuwa on most sets. What do you think about sexual harassment and hizo tu stuff kwa set? What's your take on that?
Hold my water. So, I'm doing a show. Sijui hii kitu inatokea lini?
Yenu?
Hii kitu.
Next week.
So, I can't say. So, I'm doing a show, and when it comes out, I'll talk more about it. on my page. But the thing is, they've done such a good job in trying to take the industry to the next level and do things in the next level. And they've done so many things as much as training is concerned and everything. And what they did is walituletea intimacy coordinator
and that's nice
on set, all the way from SA.
Wow.
Yeah, and Nice Githenji is training under her, so lucky for us, even after she leaves, we'll have Nice Githenji. Yeah, so alitufanya workshop ya sexual harassment. The first day, everyone had to be there, cast, crew, drivers, catering, everything. Everyone had to be there so that they can teach us about sexual harassment and what it entails and everything. Such that, and sexual harassment is any unwanted comment, compliment, touch, anything from me that you don't want.
Yeah.
Like, come and kuja nikwambie, as you look really good, I like your sense of style. And then you tell me, I don't think I want you to be complimenting me. Then I come again tomorrow and tell you, oh, you have such a nice shirt. That is sexual harassment.
Oh, wow. Kuna watu wajui stuff.
Yes. But the first time I tell you, oh, you have nice legs, and you tell me, I don't like it, it's not harassment. If I come again and say, oof, I saw those legs, that is sexual harassment. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a compliment, it's wrong. That is harassment. But not for abuse, it has to be touch.
Yeah.
It has to be touch. It has to be, you've touched me in any way or place that I don't like.
Yeah.
Understand? So, yeah, but not the thing is, why there's a very thin line is you can't be prosecuted for sexual like harassment.
Yeah.
Nimekwambia kuna miguu poa. Sasa hiyo utanifanyia nini na sija kuguza? Yote ukinipeleka kwa karao watanifanyia nini? So it's up to the production to take matters into their own hands. Yeah. So it was a whole training. I don't want to get into it, but it was a whole training about it to just make sure kila mtu kwa set anajua, girl or boy, everyone knows the lines that need to be drawn. And the thing is, it's a very thin line. Na kama mimi nataka unirespect, pia mi lazima nikurespect. As a girl, I can't just come and touch you anyhow because you're a boy and boys are supposed to like it or be okay with it and be like, mine is a boy. Na mimi expect to kuje uniekele tu mkono kwa shoulder. So it's a very thin line, and it's like, if you want these rules to be applied, then pia where you must be very ready to be harsh on yourself and strict with yourself, and just know that the rules that you apply on others also apply on you. So that one had to be like that for the whole set. And then now she made sure that guys that have intimacy scenes, no, not just you assume intimacy scenes ni scene mna kiss ama mna have sex. No, hata kuko kwa scene peke yako uko shirtless, that's an intimacy scene. Hata scene ya kulia, that's an intimacy scene. An intimacy scene is any scene that has the potential to affect you physically is a stunt scene, but emotionally is an intimacy scene. So kama ni scene yenye inaweza fanya nilie nikuwe sad nikitoka hapa juu imenikumbusha kitu, if it's a burial scene, if it's a nini, a breakup scene nini, that's an intimacy scene.
Wow.
Kama ni scene inanifanya nikuwe topless na nashanga tumbo yangu, that's an intimacy scene. And also, like, she taught us about greens, reds, and oranges. So yeah, like kama kona seed nam say, before you do anything, you need to tell them your greens is like, green is where you're okay being touched, red is where I'm not okay to be touched, and orange is you can touch but be careful.
Yeah. Like
really be careful. And apart from that, there's also the quality of touch. Unaweza nishika mkono, but there's 5 levels of touch. Kuna hivi inaenda increase na intensity. So also be clear with your level of touch, especially with things like on your face, on my ass, on my bum, on my boobs, on my neck. On my neck, staki unishike 5, utaninyonga. Na nikinyongwa mimi nakuanga tandon, usinishike. You understand? Yeah. Like ukinishika na 1 ndasikia dhidhi, ndasikia kucheka na style za ku act. So nishike na 3.
Okay.
5 ndakwata ndono 1 nitacheka nishike 3. So like there's these things to address when you're getting into a scene with someone. Also, like, where do you have scars? Do you have stretch marks? What are you comfortable to be seen? What are you not comfortable to see? Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
Also, the other thing we didn't know is like tattoos need to be covered, because tattoo ni kaa ngoma, ni ati amsee, ni ati amsee can just showcase it. Inkazi amsee na niye peke yake anaweza fanya hii job na niye ameright. So wezi yaeka tu kwa TV mna advertise na mjanilipa. That's my job. It's like you can't just have my song in your show and you don't pay for it, yeah? Because that's my art, that's my work. So there's so many things I learned with this short, so many things. And then we rehearsed the intimacy scenes before even day one of shooting. We are rehearsing. And one of the things is like, yeah, one of the guys here was asking if people kiss for real. Kwa TV. Yeah, and kissing is the only real thing that happens. You don't have sex for real. You don't give a blowjob for real. You don't do all of those things for real. You don't give a hand job for real. But kissing is the only thing that is done for real. So kissing is taken very seriously, and then you have to decide, are we kissing with tongue, are we kissing without a tongue? And if you have a mouth sore, if you have a cold, you have to say beforehand. So production wajue vile wata push your scene. Mi niko na mouth sore, then you have to push that scene mbele, they have to work around it. And then like we were taught so many things about even gear za kuvaa. Like there needs to be 3 barriers between you and the person that you're doing your sex scene with. Like I had a very very intimate scene, so there were things tulifunzwa kama kitu inaitwa msia amevaa kitu inaitwa Romeo. So it's like he has to wear it. It's like a thong really, but hapa mbele imejaa cushion, so even if ana thrust, there's nothing I can feel. Like I can't feel him. Even if he gets hard, I can't feel him. Yeah? And then even the costumes that I need to wear, and then there's another kabol kengine kenye kamewekwa juu. So there always needs to be 3 barriers. Like even like we were even told, like even when you see like pubic hair in a show, imevaliwa. The only thing is like your ass and your side, and probably your side boobs. That's the real thing. But huku chini genitalia, it's
si yenyewe.
Yeah, like then there's so many things yenye I don't know. Like this production, obviously it's funded by,
I think so many productions need to do that, because bado Kenya I feel like kuna zenye hata wa consider hizi stuff
at all.
Yeah.
And mi kitu inanishtua ni after this show that I'm doing right now, I don't think I'm ever going to do another show without that requires so much of me, without an intimacy coordinator on set.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that, because the thing is, when you're having like a sex scene or a kissing scene, and this is the problem, and we were taught, we borrow from our own experiences. Sindio?
Yeah, true.
We borrow from our own experiences. So mi nikimonda mon vile Makena umon. Sindio? Nikikuwa niko like najifanya nimeboeka na umse, niko tu malize tu. I'll do what Makena does because I'm borrowing from my experience. But she said, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not your character.
True.
You're not your character. So why are you borrowing from your real life experience? And what if you're made to do something that you've never done before? Okay, sawa, you're a virgin. Hutafanya hiyo scene?
Tabitu umepambana nayo, lakini sasa
so like you're not supposed to borrow from yourself, because when you borrow from yourself you take so much from yourself, even emotionally and physically. Ndio maana ukitoka kwa hiyo scene una feel so drained, because it was Asu there. Yeah. It was not Dayo.
Anyway, I wanted to ask also, but ini yako peke yako.
Yeah.
This space here, acting can be so demanding. How do you keep your mental health in check?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie.
For real?
I don't know, cause I'm still trying to balance it. On Saturday, I had a very intense scene. It took so much from me. And even after the scene, sikuwa najua itani drain hivyo. And nilimaliza tu scene kama nime break down, and I didn't, and during the scene nilikuwa poa, didn't wanna check kwa tunacheka na it was good, fine and everything, but after the scene my body just because the experience when it went into the real part of my brain, you know, your brain doesn't know to separate what is real and what isn't, so it went into that. And the other day nilipata nimepigiwa na producer, nimepigiwa na intimacy coordinator, nimepigiwa, like they were also worried because they saw what it did to me, and they were like, they even pushed my scene. Nikikwambia supposed to shoot on Wednesday, they were like, let her not shoot, let her just chill, cause truly it was a lot. It took so much, it drained me so much, ilikuwa crazy. Na bado I'm still trying to figure that out, but the problem is sometimes we're so engrossed in our work so much that you don't realize the impact it has on you, and then unakurealize mbele umesha kukikata 2 months kila siku umekuwa tu utaki kukaa kwa nyumba peke yako, you're always with people nini, by the time you're coming to realize. So I'm really trying. I'm working so hard at it. Thank God this production that we have, they've also given us a therapist for throughout the period of shooting, and 1 month after shooting. You're going to have access to therapies and and also they're offering us, like, also the way we had a team building session, we're going to also have like a de-rolling session and everything.
Okay, sir, as we wrap, nataka tu tumalizie. You've done a show, you've done 2 shows actually. Kuna moja premiere last year, it is the first, utatuambia tu, but tunataka utuambie a little bit about it, then the new show that's coming up, alafu to wrap. So nikupe dakika ngapi?
Very few, but just feel free. Nikiongea sana uniambie, you know me ama hapa.
Acha nikupe 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I did a show. It premiered last year. It's on Showmax. It's called Subterranea. It's the first Kenyan psychological sci-fi. Such a good experience. It was the best show I've done till today. Enye imetoka. So I loved it so much. I played such an interesting character. If I debrief on it, it just spoil because there's no way to tell without spoiling. So I won't spoil. I'll just let you go watch it by yourself. I'm there. I'm with Foy Wamboy. I'm with Melvina Lusa, Biko Nyongesa.
A great team.
Peter Kawa, Chintu, Pauline, and there's someone I'm forgetting. I said Biko, I've said. Nice Givenji. I hated her character. Ndio maana nimemsahau. I didn't
walazumbua.
Nanchafua roho. Anyway, iko Showmax, go watch it. It's called Subterranea. You will love it. I promise you. Usipopenda na kulipia Showmax ya next month.
Utafanya hata kutafuta kulipia Showmax mingi. Unajua Wakenya wanaga filter.
So anyway, yeah, I did that, and then I'm working on a new show. Oh, there's a show trailer may drop. It's on Showmax. It's called yes, but they shout out to Showmax. We love you so much. Metupatia kazi our biggest employers here in Kenya. So yeah, it's called Chocolate Empire. I'm there, fun fact, I'm there with my acting mom and dad from Kina, Sanaipei Tande and Jimmy Gathu. We're in the show together, but are we a family? Are we a family?
The trailer is out.
Trailer is out actually. Yeah, trailer is out on Instagram. Go watch it on my page, on Insignia's page, and then there's a show I'm working on inatoka April. Yostaambia bado, but
hizi kazi ni mingi.
Mtasosi vizuri this year.
Tutakuona kwa TV mwaka mbaya.
Mtachoka na mimi. But yeah, so please guys go watch it. Na msishare Showmax. Kila mtu alipetu yake ndo tulipwe vizuri guys.
It's only 720.
Yeah, no, there's also for 300.
Na kuna sasa acha 300. Moja wasio wajuangi. If you have DSTV, it's half price.
Oh really?
Exactly. Kama uko na DStv unaishikanisha inakuwa sijui ni 300 na hiyo ni for devices.
Even for football.
Yes,
oh, that's nice.
Cheap, yeah.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Guys, please just go watch. It's not like Netflix. You won't even need to have like an account. Lipa na M-Pesa.
Najua Netflix wanataka kutusponsor.
Kujeni hapa. Kujeni kama mko serious kujeni.
Anyway, thank you so much guys. That was Makena.
Yes.
Zuri. Tutamuona tena.
Yeah.
Tukita part 2, si ndio? Utarudi tena?
Nitarudi.
Utarudi after hizo show zako mbili.
Wakifanya cast reveal ndarudi.
Sawa, alafu uambie watu mali watenda auditions. Hizo zenye unarukaga line. Anyway guys. Thank you so much. That was Makena. Cheers.
Bye.
Next.